Okay, it is Tuesday. It's the last Tuesday of the month, ladies. It's Tuesday the 29th. And I can't hardly believe it. Yeah, pray for all the girls that are sick. Tuesday the 29th. So we have 2 more days to this month, 2 more days to this customer special. 2 more days for those who are in leadership to earn a leadership incentive trip if you're working towards that. So that's no worries, Christy. This is being recorded. And so we do training and connection every single week. And so here we are on another Tuesday night. I got to see a few of you ladies last night. We had a local dinner at a new restaurant here in the Liberty area. So that was fun. And so, guys, you know, I was thinking about this today. This is the 5th, I don't know if you realize this, this is the 5th Tuesday in the month. Some of the months we don't have 5 weeks. And so I kind of feel like we had some extra time to work on goals and things like that. So we're going to do some training tonight on graphics, talk a little bit about April. I was going to show you something, and I meant to share a screen. Hold on here. I'll have to post this in our group afterwards. You may have seen it on another page, but we have a spring gift guide starting April 1st. And so I'm going to hold my phone up here so hopefully you can see it. Do you see that? That is a new graduation personalization option that is coming, we hope, on April 1st. So stay tuned to 31today.com. They just shared that with us on our leadership call today. So let me turn off the entry chimes. Okay, so that's exciting, right? Super exciting to have more options. Mine will be here tomorrow. What will be here tomorrow? I don't know. All right, let me mute everybody. What will be there tomorrow, Carla? I'm so excited. Oh, your guide. Okay, your spring gift guides. Yay, I'm so glad you ordered them. So, yes, they start on April the 1st. And ladies, April is going to be an amazing month. I can already feel it in my bones. So tonight, you know, I like to read a quote. And so it says, "Don't be afraid of hard work. Nothing worthwhile comes easily. Do not let others discourage you or tell you that you cannot do it." This may be one of my favorite quotes we've shared on a Tuesday night training so far. It is by Gertrude B. Elion, E-L-I-O-N. So love that quote. Love it, love it, love it. As far as announcements go, I'm not going to get on and share all of the announcements because the 411 went out. If you're not reading that 411 email that comes out each week, it's full of valuable information. There's always information on 31today.com as well. So I'm sure you received an email notification that all orders from the March special have to be in no later than midnight on the 31st. Depending on what email you received, you may have received an email. I'm saying this more for the new girls that are on. You may have said, hey, your cutoff time to enter a party or enter your orders is 7 p.m. or midnight, or it could be anything. That is a guide. It doesn't mean that if you have a party trying to close and they can't close till 10 o'clock that night, doesn't mean you can't go on and close it. It's just a guide to try to help us not boggle down the system. So just an FYI on that. The gift guide begins on the 1st. There is, let me pull this back up here, another opportunity webinar that our home office is doing. Sorry, my computer is slow. Our opportunity event, invite potential recruits to our weekly opportunity webinar. It's Sunday, April the 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So FYI for that. On the 1st of April, the May How to Market page will be on 31today.com, so you'll be able to already start working on May bookings as well. And then be checking Kate's 31 Facebook page and her Inspire newsletter that comes out, because there's going to be some information in that. So it's going to be on April 1st is when that's going to be coming out. So any questions about announcements or anything, it's kind of basic stuff, but you guys should be pretty familiar with all of that. You have your May flyers. Well, I'm totally jealous, Michaela, because I don't have mine yet, but mine have shipped. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so we're not going to do recognition because we're at the end of the month and there's a lot of people I need to recognize, but I do want to know what you're celebrating. So we're going to celebrate. So you need to celebrate in the chat box. One thing that you're just celebrating. It could be anything. It can be big or small, doesn't matter. You're celebrating. It's another day. What are you girls celebrating? What are you celebrating? I am celebrating. What am I celebrating? I'm celebrating that I'm closing a big fundraiser tomorrow. You exceeded your monthly personal goal. Great job, Mary. Your sweet little boy will be 5 tomorrow. That is exciting, Christy. Celebrating finally completing your vision board. High five, Kim. Way to go. Way to go. What else? Who else is celebrating something? Angie put in her first party. I know she's on here tonight. Carla, you've submitted your first order, so that's exciting. You have a new position too. That's right. That's much better and less stressful, so congratulations. Tara is going to see me this weekend, so that's something exciting to celebrate, right, Miss Tara? Stephanie is celebrating completing day 3 of physical therapy from her broken ankle. That's right. Yes, so you all have something exciting to celebrate. And do not let me forget, we are going to give away one of these. I have 2 of these. For some reason, I ordered 2 off Amazon and I just didn't want to return it. This is just a fun little read. It's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. And so everybody that's on the call tonight is going to be entered to win this book at the end. It's just a really easy read. I shared, it's kind of quirky. I haven't gotten through all of it. But there's like wit and wisdom in here, and new business, be unfashionable, take risk. And so it's a really just a fun, easy read, and it's kind of motivational. So I'm going to give that away tonight because I can. So, okay, guys. So I first want to talk about April because I think on these calls we haven't been very specific about, and I've been thinking about this, booking parties, okay? We are a party planning company. We're one of the best party planning companies. It is interesting, Michaela, yes. So I'll give that away. Do not let me forget. It's on your reading list? Okay, good. So we don't talk a lot about booking parties. We don't talk a lot about adding members to our team, but those are like some of the core things of our 31 business. And as much as I would love to talk about those every single Tuesday night, I think I need to provide some other tools for you guys. And so that's why, like tonight, we're going to be talking about graphics. But I do, because April is such an important month, because we have a new, and I thought I grabbed it, but I didn't, we have that new spring gift guide coming out. There is so much opportunity in the month of April for all of us to start strong and finish strong. And not only the month of April, but then carry us on into May, June, and July. And let me tell you from experience, if we as a team and we as consultants and CEOs of our own 31 businesses can start off April strong, we're going to have a much better May, June, and let me tell you, sometimes July, there you go, Michaela's got her flyer. Sometimes July can be a tough month. So what I'm doing right now is I am trying to stack my own personal business as much as I possibly can so that from now through August, I'm solid. And I do not have to stress about getting sales. I do not have to stress about getting bookings. I do not have to stress about who's my next team member. I don't have to stress about anything because I, number one, am traveling this summer. I don't know how many of you are traveling, so I would like some extra income in my pocket, right? Let me tell you another story. I don't know if y'all have ever, and this is between all of us, he's in the other room, he has not noticed yet. It's a little secret. I messed up our entryway wall today, like big time. Had to make a run to Home Depot. I tried to cover it up. The paint is the same color, but because the paint has been on the wall for a while, it's really messed up, and it's our big 2-story entryway, okay? He hasn't noticed. He kind of takes him a while sometimes to notice. So I've decided I want to make that a pretty accent color. And so I'm going to need money for that, right? So I have to have parties. I have to have parties to get the stuff done I need to do. So like for instance, I'm going to conference this summer and my husband's going. So we're going out to Salt Lake before and we're going to vacation out there. So I need to raise money for that. My sister's having a baby. So there's some things I need to get for the baby. I'm turning 40, so I want to do some fun things on my 40th birthday. So there's things that I need money for. And the only way I'm going to get that money is by having and hosting parties, right? So I have to be consistent and I have to figure out ways to fill my calendar. Now, we are in a social media driven world, and sometimes those home parties are hard to get. But when I get one, let me stress this. When I get one, I hold on to it for dear life, and I go into those parties with a goal in mind of trying to get at least 2 home parties, if not more, because I know that is going to keep me from having to get on that phone or on Facebook or on email or on text and try to get parties that way, because I would much rather be in front of people at a home party and try to get parties. So for instance, my party this last Thursday, I booked a home party and it's in May. And so that's perfect. And so for me, what I'm already doing, even though my April could be even fuller, I'm already booking into May, and I'm now starting to focus in June. And so as consultants, I want you to really think about that. And I want you to feel comfortable in doing that. Of course, we want sales in May, and of course we want parties in May, but we also want to keep our calendars wide open for May, June, or we want those in April, but we want to keep our calendars wide open for May, June, and July, because that's only going to help us coast right through summer and into the busiest selling season, which is fall. We all know fall is the busiest. So some things that I have started implementing into my own business, and that each person has to do what you feel is best for your business, but these are some things that I'm doing. I have started a Hostess of the Month club. In fact, I'm working on filling my second one of a group of 6 women. I have done a Hostess of the Month club before. I thought I didn't want to do it again, and then I had this little nudging inside of me. So maybe sometimes you guys get that. You hear an idea and you wonder if you should try it. And I figured, what's the harm in trying it? The worst that could happen is nobody says they want to do it. Instead, I had 7 women who wanted to do it. I was taking 6. So then I told the 7th person that I would try and get a second group going. I filled 3 spots, so I'm working on filling 3 more. And that one may start a little later in April than the 1st of April. But my goal is to have 2 full Hostess of the Month clubs running as of April. Why? Because each woman has to spend $35 each month. And because of that, with 6 people, and usually they're going to buy a customer special that way, these women get the extra perks of getting the extra customer specials that I have that somebody doesn't take advantage of. So those are the only people I'll be telling that I have extras of. I won't be advertising them on my customer group. I will not be advertising them to anyone at parties. It's these ladies. They're my hostesses. They're my VIPs. They're helping me with making or having a party of at least $200 or more for each club. So because I have 2 clubs, I'm going to have a guaranteed $400 coming in every single month from these clubs, okay? But I know that I have to stay on top of things, and I have to continually communicate with them, continually try to make them feel special, make them feel spoiled, make them get the VIP treatment so that they continue to want to be a part of this every single time that I do this, right? And so that's one thing that I'm doing. A second thing that I'm doing is I'm going to try and start doing my own party again. I do this, I flip-flop, but I really do encourage everybody to do their own party every month, okay? And what I mean by that is have some type of theme party. Because here's the deal. I know even from hosting things for our team experience, even just like these Zoom calls, the first month that I did these calls, there was maybe 2 or 3 people who would get on, okay? Now we have usually over 10, sometimes almost 20 people that get on these calls, because we have consistently held these calls every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. And because we have consistently done that, you girls have become accustomed to that, and you get excited about it. I like chatting with you. I like sharing ideas with you. And so the same thing goes with your customers. You cannot do a party, host a party 1 month and expect 5 months later for those same people to do a party with you again at your home. Like, you have to consistently do a party every single month. So those people who don't want to host parties, but they do want to buy that customer special, or they do like theme parties, for instance, they like bingo parties, they know, oh, Dana's always having a bingo party every month. I am going to go to that and take advantage of those amazing new products that 31 is offering. So you have to be really consistent. So like for me, I'm going to host a bingo party again this month. Now my mom did it last month or this month. I'm going to do one next month. Now my mom did one this month, so it's a little bit different, but for me this time, I'm going to host one again myself. Give away the hostess rewards for everyone who places an order. Will go into a drawing for all the hostess rewards. And then I'm going to also let them know that I'm going to be doing this on a monthly basis. So I would love them to come play bingo once a month. So it's something that I know that it's going to take me probably 3 or 4 months of consistently hosting a bingo party to get these girls used to it, and then the word starts spreading. Makes sense? So that's something else that I'm doing. And then also, here's the thing. We do have new girls on this call. So if you've not held your own launch party or held your own home party, of course, I'm going to encourage you to do that first. And the thing is like your friends and family, they do want to help you. They honestly do. And I'm working on some big goals myself right now. And so today I just reached out. I do have a private customer group. So if you've not started one of those, and you have a list of friends who are interested in hearing more about what you have to offer with 31, I would definitely think about making a closed customer group. But of course, I would not just start adding people. I would add like my sister or my mom or somebody that I'm familiar with, and they're okay with you adding because you're starting this group. Then you're going to have to send out invitations to everyone individually saying, hey, I would love for you to be a part of this. This is where I'm going to have fun games and drawings and prizes and keep you updated on my 31 business that I'm so excited about, and start that way. Okay. So that would be something else. Once you get that customer group going, then you can start offering Hostess of the Month clubs. Then you can start offering different ways to book parties and things like that. But you've got to start that basis first. My customer group has been around for, I didn't have it when I first joined. I just had a page. And I'm so glad I have a group now, because these women, today I reached out to them and told them I'm working on a huge goal. I need their help, and it has to be like, if they want to order anything from 31, that I would really appreciate them ordering by the 31st of March. And so, of course, I've had people reach out to me, what are you working on? And so basically it's really great. Like they want to know what the specials are. They want to help me reach that goal. They know that this is my full-time job. They know that this supports my family. So they want to help me. And so that's what your friends and family and even your customers are going to want to too. Yes, I mean on Facebook, Carla. So we're not really, we can have a business person page on Facebook, but the company really doesn't want us to have a business page. It's kind of against, I'm pretty sure it's still in the handbook that says it's against it, but you can make a business person page. But here's the deal with the pages. The algorithms of Facebook make it almost impossible to get those pages noticed unless you're buying Facebook ads. And I'm not in the mood to buy Facebook ads. I don't have the extra money to buy Facebook ads. And what I know with my customer group is if I'm consistently posting in there on a daily basis, and I'm not just saying book a party, join my team, here's the customer special, but I'm providing like motivational tips and tricks. I may be providing them information about what's going on in the life of 31. I may be providing them recipes, but it's kind of like my private closed group. These are my these are my customers from parties. These are my previous hostesses, and I want to interact with them. And so that's why I think it's as much as I love the pages, I will tell you that I get more support from my closed group than I do from a business person page. My business person page, if you follow me at Sparkle with Dana, it's really motivational, tips, tricks, inspiration. I share some products, but honestly, it's not driving my business whatsoever. Yeah, good question. Good question. So here's the deal, girls. April 1st, April Fool's Day is Friday. We have a gift guide, and I want you to think about who, let's talk about this for a minute. Maybe type them in the chat box. What kind of events and holidays are coming up? Who can tell me, like, what are people going to be buying gifts for? Mother's Day, exactly. What else? There's more, ladies. Think about it. Not just in May. Graduation, 4th of July. Okay, we missed one in between graduation and 4th of July. Memorial Day, Administrative Day, Father's Day, exactly. Guys, there's a ton of people out there who are going to need gifts. Okay, we're the gift professionals. Weddings, bridal showers, baby showers, exactly. So here's the deal. You could do like your own private gift party. Have everybody come thinking of a gift that they need to buy. So for instance, my party on Thursday was a birthday party for a little girl who turned 12. And the mothers and the daughters came together. And I absolutely loved it. The daughters had so much fun. The mothers had so much fun. There was a little bit of alcohol mixed in for the mothers, and they were having a really good time. And then the March Madness ball games were going on, so the dads were in the other room. And so it was just a whole big crowd full of people. But what I loved is I had 2 women come up, and they knew what they wanted to order. Their daughters had already, and let me tell you, if you've not tried this type of party, talk to your friends and family who have somebody who has a daughter who's really interested. This girl would sell. She's 12, but she would sign up to be a 31 consultant today if we allowed her. I'm not even kidding. And so she took end of year teacher gifts. Exactly. So she took her little friends into the dining area, and she showed I had all of the things that she wanted and her wish list laid out. And so she was showing her friends' moms. And so we let them know they could either come, they didn't bring gifts. They came and bought something, and in return, the girl earned hostess rewards. Okay. One of her neighbors ended up buying a few things from her wish list, so that did help too. But then once she bought that, she knew the customer special, what she wanted the customer special. And then on top of that, I had the pillows there. And this was the first time the pillows truly sparked a huge interest with the crowd that I was working with. And she started going, she went back to her house 2 doors down, got the save the date card for the wedding, came back, and then she said, I'm going to need another pillow in a month. Contact me again, because they make great wedding gifts. And you can personalize them. And the great thing is honestly, I didn't even take my tablet that night. I just had my phone. And so we were on my phone playing around with it, the pillow, so that she could see it. And I screen saved it so I could go back in and make sure I had it all right, that was the picture that she approved. So you could do just like a pillow personalization party, right? A pillow party. That's it. And the great thing is that even just an 18 by 18 pillow cover is $35. Guess what $35 does in the months of April and May? That qualifies them for that customer special. So think about those things. Maybe even just ask a question out there on Facebook. Who has tell me what gifts you'll be buying in the next 3 months. Just ask a generic question and see what people say. Another thing was an idea that was shared today, and I'm going to see if I can find it. If you're looking for even just sales right now, let me find it. It was a pillow share party. I thought this was really clever. Tell her to ask 3 friends if she makes ask 3 friends if she makes a preview for them of a Just Us pillow, would they be willing to share that picture on their profile page with a fun status like, I love my new pillow from my friend Dana, made up for me. I've got to have it. And then when her friends comment, she can take care of them and give them a private message and let them know how they can get one. If she shares, hold on here, I got to figure this out. Okay, so she shares that picture and 6 of her friends say, oh my gosh, you need a pillow just like this. She can say, hey, I'm having a pillow party. Like, do you want to order your pillow for $35? She has 6 people who ordered $35. Guess what? She has a $200 party, and she basically has earned hers for $10 because she receives $25 in hostess credit. Makes sense? So there's so many different options. It's not necessarily you have to do it in the home, but we have to kind of come up with some ideas. Think about yourself and who you'll be buying gifts for. We're the best place to get the gifts. And so I love to share when I buy a gift for someone and take a picture of it. Sometimes you have to hide the person that if they're on Facebook or something and you're posting it on Facebook. But just some ideas for you guys. I'm going to be in my April parties really giving them ideas on like all these events and all these celebrations that we have going on. We have graduations, weddings, bridal showers, baby showers, Father's Day, Mother's Day. And so they still have time to order Mother's Day gifts. So it's definitely something, maybe think about a personalized pillow that you would give your own mom and create it and share it and see what people say. But there's lots of ways to gain that interest. So any questions about any of that? I can tell you ideas all day long, but it's what you do with the tools that I provide you and how you use those in the month of April. Don't feel like you have to go and do everything all at once. I want you to think of one thing that you want to try in April in your business that you haven't tried before. And then if it's something, for instance, like a bingo party, or it's some kind of, maybe it's a Zoom party like Mary did. If it's something like that, give it a few months. You've got to give it a few months before people get used to it. So, all right, now for the nitty gritty. Are y'all ready to learn about graphics? Questions? I got April booked solid. Awesome job, Mary. Yes, put them on May. So my April is pretty booked as well. I would take a couple more, but there's times where I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I've already started booking into May too. So I've got 2 home parties in May. So I'm super excited. So I will tell you, I got my second home party booked in May after posting a picture about the mother-daughter celebration on Facebook. That is a true story. Let me tell you what I posted in case you didn't see it. So when you're at your parties, you need to be taking pictures. Then you need to come home and you need to post them and share them with others. So I took a picture of the cake. I took a picture of my products and a picture of the girls and the moms, some of the moms playing bingo. And I just said, so much fun last night. Thanks to Kaylee, her mom, and their friends for inviting me to celebrate Kaylee's 12th birthday with you all. I had so much fun playing bingo, and I was thrilled to help Kaylee with her wish list from 31. Best mother-daughter celebration ever. And because I shared that, I received an email the next day from a previous hostess of mine who said, I want to have a party the first Friday in May. And I want them to think about Mother's Day, but I also want to get them thinking about graduations and Father's Day and all that other stuff. So definitely be taking pictures. So Mary, if you're out on your cruise, take pictures of your cruise parties and then be sure and share them on your Facebook page, because you never know who that might spark interest. The person who booked the party for May, she has 3 little girls at home, and they're always like my models when I do a home party with her. And so I know that sparked her interest. And so for me, I did get a home party booked at the party, but then I came home and the next day I got another home party booked just from sharing what kind of theme I did. So just some ideas for you. Okay, so let me ask you this. How many of you feel comfortable in making graphics, your own graphics? Be honest. Michaela, awesome. Not I, Mary. Terry, yes. How many of you, depends on how big, okay? How many of you use PicMonkey? Not at all, AG. Well, that's why you're here tonight. Nope, Nikki, that's why you're here. Use PicMonkey. Who else uses PicMonkey? Okay, how many of you have used Canva? PicMonkey is free. No Canva. Okay, we're going to start with PicMonkey tonight. We'll see how much time we run into. Okay, so there's a couple things that I want to share with you first. And the reason I think it's so important that you learn how to create your own graphics is because, like I mentioned, the Facebook algorithms, if you're not familiar with that, that's the way things show up on your newsfeed. If we are using the same pictures that Home Office is giving us, that maybe 31 Gifts has posted on their Facebook page, and then we share it, and you all share it, and all those hundreds of thousands, well, not even hundreds of thousands, but thousands and thousands of consultants share it, guess what? The Facebook algorithm goes, ooh, so many people are sharing this. It's not going to show up in our friends and our family's news feeds. Make sense? So when you can create your own graphic and make it your own, you have a higher chance of that showing up on your friends and customers and families' Facebook pages, okay? But I do want to go first on to, I guess I got to share my screen. Hold on here. I do want to, okay, so we're there. Move this down. Okay, so I do want to go into, when you're on 31today.com and you click on access resources, I do want to make sure everybody is aware. I try to share these on our Facebook group, but I want you to make sure you know where to find these on 31today.com. So when you're in, you access resources, how to market, and you go to how to market spring and summer, go down to seasonal toolbox, maybe. Okay, so there's all kinds of things you'll find here. You'll find the how to market March, how to market April. This is where how to market May will be. The spring gift guide in PDF form is here, so you have that. You can download a PDF form of the catalog. Here's a copy of the virtual catalog if you want that link to share it with your parties that are online. You can download a mini catalog. You can download a photo gallery. So this is like product pictures from the catalog, but those are yours to use. The product feature tags are here. What our jewelry is made of is here. Then you've got all of the hostess material information. That's all here for you. All of the recruiting information is all here for you. There's some videos. There's information about 31 Gives. If you are looking for like Twitter backgrounds, this is a zip file, so you'll have to extract it. But these are like Twitter, this is like the navy dancing dots. This is like the polka dot stuff. This is all the backgrounds that you could actually use on graphics. The gifting social graphics zip is another zip drive, which is pictures like this, okay? So what you can do is just pull this up, maybe. I don't know why. Right click on it, save the image, and put it somewhere, okay? So for me, let me show you, and my computer is not that well organized, but I am going to show you a couple things. So on my computer, for instance, I have a folder that says April 2016. So any pictures I start seeing of April, I start putting in here. So like banners, bundles, all that stuff is all in my desktop. And so I never have to go looking for it. So when, for instance, I post something on our Facebook group, that means I already have them on my computer. So for instance, if you are wanting to make sure you always have them and you don't have to go dig for them in our Facebook group, you, as soon as I post those files, upload them to your own computer and save them. Makes it super easy. So here's some banners that I have found. These are the ones from home office for April. Another thing that for the spring gift guide, that zip file, all those pictures are from that zip file. So don't think that I'm making all these that I'm sharing on our Facebook group. These were things that home office is actually providing us. It just sometimes takes me a while to get them uploaded to our Facebook group, but they're always here in TOT, okay? Makes sense? So basically, the other thing I want to show you is if you go back to how to market, whoops, I'm there, and how to market April. Let's go to April. The other thing I want to make sure everyone is, I know we go over this, but it's so important that everybody knows where to find this information. These are amazing graphics that home office gives us. We do not have to create. And I would not feel, like these are pictures I'm going to use on my Facebook events that I set up on Facebook, because Facebook events is a little bit different than me just sharing it on my personal page or me just sharing it on my business person page, okay? Same with the videos. Now these videos, once April is live, they'll be on our YouTube channel, on 31 Gifts YouTube channel. So that's all there for you guys too, okay? So like here's Facebook covers. Every single month, home office is amazing to give us this. So I just want to make sure everybody knows where this is at, okay? Now, let's go to PicMonkey, shall we? Maybe. Okay, PicMonkey is what I started with when I started doing graphics. And it was funny because today, I gotta watch my time here. Because today I was looking back at some of my very first graphics from like when I first joined, and oh, it's so funny to look back and see how far I've come. So don't feel bad. Now I do have an account. At one point I did pay extra for the cute fonts. I no longer do that. So just an FYI. There was like a free 30-day trial. here it says upgrade to Royal and enjoy a 30-day free engagement. But I don't use that anymore, okay? You can do a lot of things on PicMonkey. If you guys are familiar with this, I'll kind of go over a few things. So you can edit a picture. So for instance, I got to think what I got to do. I hadn't thought about this. Okay, so let's say somebody, these are old. Let's say somebody had shared this, right? Now we have to have their permission, but if it's shared and they're like it's shared in a 2K4 group or it's shared in our group and somebody's made it, it's something that I've made, you of course can go in and edit yourself. You do not have to worry about that. But this is something you could edit, right? So let's say it had my website on it. Well, then I wouldn't want to take the website off. What you can do is, if you noticed, I just uploaded the picture into PicMonkey. You can crop it, you can add colors, you can rotate it, you can do all kinds of stuff. But the thing I want to show you that everybody, to make sure everybody knows this is here, is you click on this little magic wand and you scroll down to draw. And on draw, then let's say I wanted to make a Black Friday special, but I didn't want it to be a large utility tote and a medium utility tote. When you click on draw and it's white, it erases it. And you just drag it along and erase whatever you need to erase, okay? Let's say though, here's the problem, is it's gonna be white if I go over the 45, okay? So you just have to remember that. Now, undo that. You have to hit apply, and there we go. Now, let's say I wanted to put something else in for a Black Friday special. Click on the little butterfly, which is overlays. You could add anything you wanted to, like if I wanted to draw an arrow, I could make the arrow big, and I could cover up my 45 if I needed to. You kind of have to play with it, okay? But I'm not going to do that. So let's say I want to just draw an arrow, and then I want to turn the arrow a different color. So I can choose any color. So let's say I wanted it to be like bright pink. I don't know why I would want to. How about blue? So there it is, okay? So there's my arrow. If I need to turn it a little bit and angle it down to the 45, I just click at the very top and I bring it down, and now my Black Friday special is 45 bucks, okay? Now, if I want to add a picture that, so what I do is I'll go to my website. And if I'm needing a picture and I want to add it into one of my graphics, I'll just go to my website. It's pretty simple. Let's say I wanted to add a purse and I wanted to add the Miles of Style in the Caramel Charm Pebble, okay? I'll select it and then I'll click on it and it pulls it up right here nice and big. So I'll right click and save it. And right now I'm just going to save it into my download. So you'll see it down here. And I'll just type Miles of Style so I know what it is. Save. It's there. Now I go back to PicMonkey and I want to upload and overlay my own picture. So I'm going to hit your own, and I know it's Miles of Style because that's what I named it. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Whoops. Miles. Okay, so there it is. I upload it. Guess what? There's the picture. Now, all I have to do is shrink it, and there's my Black Friday special. Let's say I was going to do a Black Friday special for 45 bucks, tax and shipping included. This was something I decided to come up with my own little sale and at a discount for Black Friday, and there we have it. So you can add any picture. You could add multiple pictures. You could make this bigger. You could actually just go like this and make it really big and cover the whole thing if you wanted to. So whatever you want to do, that's the great thing about PicMonkey. The thing with PicMonkey that I don't like, and why I tend to, stick to Canva, is because once I edit this, I'm going to delete this, make it a little bit better. Once I edit this and save it, it's gone and I can't get it back. I mean, I can go back in and do the erasing like I just showed you all, but I can't just pull it back up and just take off pieces, take off the layers. Does that make sense? So if I wanted to save this, I would just click save and I would label it Black Friday 1, and I could save it to my computer. I can save it to my OneDrive or my Dropbox. And I usually just do the pierced, and so I just save it and save, and then it's saved. The end. Now I can go back in and edit this now, even after it's saved, but I'm just saying if I left this program and came back, I would not be able to. Does that make sense? Now, if I wanted to try something else and I wanted to design something completely different, this is where I love to design Facebook covers. A square is what I would use if you were going to make like a Facebook post, because that's pretty much the right size of a Facebook post. Facebook cover is something you could go ahead and do. Let's say you wanted a frame around it and you wanted it to be a little thinner. So you just play with it. It's super fun. Graphics is a little bit addictive, I will say that. They have even, whoops, apply. You have to hit apply, by the way. They have themes if you want to do themes. It was kind of fun around Christmas time, but you could do like a celebrate theme. You could add like a, what happened here? You could add font if you wanted to. I could add like a balloon if I wanted to. Like, let's say it's a birthday party, you could add a bunch of balloons and make them turn all kinds of ways. There's a whole bunch of balloons and call it like a big birthday celebration. So then you could add any text. So the text, there's your text from your computer that you can look at, or ours is text that PicMonkey has set up. So you can choose any of the ones without the little crown next to them. They're free, completely free. So you could type in, like if this was Kaylee's birthday party, maybe. So I would just type in the name of the party or the event that I'm doing, and then my chat box is in the way. I could make this like green if I wanted to, any kind of green I wanted to. And then I can make it much bigger. And then this will be the right size to put into a Facebook event. So I could go ahead and add all the details. Yeah, you totally learn by just playing around. That's right, Michaela. Exactly. There's so many different things you can do. Like if you wanted the canvas color to be like a blue, you could make this blue. You could make it pink. All kinds. It's so much fun. It really is a ton of fun. Any questions about PicMonkey? Oh, I like that pink. Questions about, then you just hit apply and there it is. It's super fun. This is a way for you to kind of create your own. I say use what 31 gives us, and there's tons of other graphics out there, but that makes it look so much easier. So here's the deal, girls. When you're in, whoops, let's go to our Facebook page. When you're in our Facebook page, oh shoot, maybe. Okay, and you go to photos, and you go to albums. Like April bundles that you see here, somebody's taken the time to make all of these. They've just pulled pictures from their website and added information and a price, which means they're paying $35. We know that is the price of a picnic thermal tote. And we know that the double duty caddy is $12 when someone spends $35 in the month of April. So that's how they came up with the $47, and that's without tax and shipping. Make sense? So basically all of these have been made pretty much just the way I showed you. Really, really easy. Now, if you're wanting to make a bunch all at once, that's why I like Canva. Okay, so let me go back into Canva here. Okay. Okay, so these are all of the these are everything I've created for my business. Hopefully you guys can see that. I've made postcards. I have done posts for my business person page. I've made a mixture of pictures for the back of my customer binders for my parties. I have done pictures for our team. I've done a host of scavenger hunts. Any quotes that I find on Pinterest, I have a private Pinterest board that I save quotes, and I go in here and I make graphics of pictures so that I can share motivational quotes for my business person page. I have lots of different colors. Now, Canva is free unless you want to do Canva work, and I'm not going to get into Canva work tonight. I'm just going to kind of show you guys the basics. So, like I said, the reason I like Canva, having a Canva account, is I can edit anything, okay? So, for instance, this one I shared the other day on our Facebook group. This was the postcard I made for my hostesses, and I made a generic one for you girls. So basically what I did is I have mine saved here, and then I just hit this little button down here, this little paper button, and it makes a second one. And so I can take anything off here that I want, and maybe I just wanted to say, love your 31. Whoops, that doesn't make any sense. Let's do this. Love Mary. There you go. Mary has a postcard. Okay, so then I could add Mary's information down here, and I can save all of these still, and I have them all. So I don't have to go back and find the fonts, find the colors. I don't have to find anything because it's all just saved into my little workbook in Canva. Let me just, you can delete this at any time. So here's the blank one I made for everyone, and I saved it to the our team group. So what I love about Canva is free. However, there are some graphics that are $1 a piece. I've never bought graphics off of Canva yet. I'm just being honest with you. So if I want to make, let me go back here. Let's say I want to make a social media post for my customer group. Okay, so I'll click social media, and then it gives me a blank canvas. So let's say I wanted to tell them that, what do I want to tell them? Maybe I just want to give them something motivational, okay? So there's cute little graphics. I don't even have to look for a cute little motivational thing. But let's say I don't really like the colors on it, so then I can go ahead and edit it myself. So it says, do something today that your future self will thank you for. So you just click on this, and you click on this little button here. Now, because I pay for Canva work, and I pay for a service of brand, I have my brand saved into Canva. My colors that I always use are here. But if I didn't want to use one of those, I could come down here and click the plus button. And let's say I wanted to make that like a really pretty blue. Okay, so I would choose blue. Then let's say I wanted the background to look a little transparent. So let me have to make my screen smaller. Whoops, what am I on? Okay, whoops, I don't know what happened here. Hold on. Okay. I would hit transparency, and then I'm going to make it lighter. See that? Changes the whole look of the picture. Then let's say I didn't want this to be this color, but I'm going to do this in pink, one of my brand colors, right? So there's a picture that I've made. I can put it anywhere that I want. I can share it on my Facebook page because it's just a little motivational thing. But let's say I wanted to add my little hashtag that I always use. I would just click on text. And then I have my fonts that I love to use saved, and that's part of the paid version of Canva. But if you didn't have the paid version, you could use any font that you wanted that Canva provides. You could even add any of these little free, if I wanted to add a little circle on here, I could add that on there. But I'm just going to add my little fun font that I love to type in the hashtag 31girlboss. So I would just type that in. And then I'm going to also make that pink, but I'm going to fade it out a little bit. Whoops. Ah! I love using transparency because it doesn't make it stand out quite so much, but people still know that it's my picture that I made. Makes sense? So you could make your own little hashtag if you wanted. You could put, you know, if this is something that you wanted to do for your customer group. So for instance, let's make another page. That's the great thing is you can start making pages as you go. Let's say I wanted to, I've uploaded pictures that I have found online. I've uploaded pictures. So for instance, I have myself as a picture because I love to put my picture on everything. And let's say I wanted to use the kit picture. Okay. So I've uploaded the kit picture. And I'm going to try to make it look like it's kind of like in a bubble. I'll just put myself here. Maybe I want myself down here. Sorry, this is what happens when I play with graphics. Okay, so then what I would do is I want to do a text, and maybe we'll do, is that a free text? I can't tell. Yes. I don't know that I like that one. Maybe I wanted to put join my team. There we go, girls. Join my team. And I have that in, it's in the color that I already had established on that. But okay, so let's go back to text again. Am I losing you? Only $99. And I just make this bigger. Now, this is not something I would post to my personal page, but this is something I could totally post to my customer group, okay? I could also text this out to my customers or potential team members, and you could put in as much wording as you wanted. It's super cute that I could add a graphic like this. If I wanted to add, let's say I wanted to add like a little shading into it, if you just add a little square here, and you kind of go over the edge of it, even though it's pink, stay with me. And let's keep it pink and see. We do transparency again. I can make it as big as a box even if I wanted to. Look how fun that is. Something completely different, and it's all just by playing around and seeing how it works. So the elements, you can cover anything. Let's say I wanted to add this again and make a different shade on top of the pink. Maybe I just wanted to shade in like the join my team part, the top part. So half of it would be pink, half of it would be something else. I just pull the top here. And let's say I want to make that black, but then I'm going to do the transparency again. Oops. And I could make half of it a different color. So you were saying you could make postcards. Do you print yourself? Or I actually print through Vistaprint. Everything I order through Vistaprint, Carla. I'm a big Vistaprint fan. I actually wait for their sales at usually about 50% off, and then I stock up on tons of postcards. So good question. Canva is trial and error. What I like about it though is I can continue to go on and on about it. Yeah, Carla actually, Vistaprint actually does really great business cards for really inexpensive too. So good question. Now girls, I do have the paid version, so I will show you this. Let's say I wanted to make this into like a Facebook banner because I have the paid version. This is why one of the reasons I like the paid version is I can come over here to File and click Magic Resize, and I want to make it into a, I could do a letterhead, I could do a poster, but I want to make it into a Facebook event cover, and I hit abracadabra. Starting out, probably not, Mary. So see how these just started, these all went into the size of a Facebook cover. And so then you have to play with them and kind of move them around and make them all a different size, but all your colors are still there. So if you're not familiar with Canva yet, here's the thing, girls, you have to think about it. I'm also 6 years into the business. I have a team and my colors situated and everything. And I'm not saying don't do that now, but I want you to be wise with your money. I mean, you could try it. I think there probably is like a 30-day or 7-day trial just to try it and play with it. But if you're not consistently making your own graphics all the time, I don't know that it's worth paying the monthly membership. For me, I'm using it for my customer group, my business person page. I'm using it for my Instagram account, for my husband's Instagram account, or our business Instagram account. So I'm using it for a lot of things. So for instance, I have some logos of our team here, but I need to make a new folder because I know they're in my uploads. I have like our woodworking stuff. Here's our woodworking graphic here. So that's one of the reasons I'm using this, so everything is there. So yeah, get the hang of it first. Good question though. So, but you can still make any kind of Facebook cover. You can do postcards. When I started doing postcards though, I'll be honest, I made them on PicMonkey first because it was easier for me. This was overwhelming for me, and it's taken me several months to get used to it. So yeah, you can still do a ton with the free version. But the thing is what's great about this too, with having this, is you guys can upload any graphic you want. So I found this cute fundraiser graphic, and that's how I added it to one of my postcards. And now anytime I want to talk about a fundraiser, guess what? The image is loaded into Canva, so I don't have to go looking for it on my computer. Makes sense? So for me, I like using Canva a little bit better than PicMonkey, because once I upload, like here's one of the Twitter backgrounds. There's the logo for 31 Gifts, but this is one of the Twitter backgrounds. Here's another one, okay? And I can use those to make any kind of event or anything I want. And so that's kind of one of the other reasons I really, really like using this, because it's all here for me. So, and it's all saved. What questions do you guys have? It's almost 10. Well, it is 10, I guess I should say. I'm going to get your names already for the drawing. Questions? Maybe you want to do a motivational quote to your Facebook customer group every week or once a month or something like that. So that's why I love like these type of things, is you can create your own. The thing is it's not that you can find other places to get things like that, but why not make it your own and then add your website on the bottom and post it in your customer group? Yeah, play with it more tomorrow, Mary. I missed that. I'm not a big fan of PicMonkey, but I'm like, yeah, the Canva, I wasn't a fan of Canva at first. I liked PicMonkey better, and I honestly thought it was better for me. And then my coach, Jill, kept telling me, no, you guys have to get onto Canva, and here's why. And now that I use Canva, I can't stop using it. Yeah, Red Stamp is really good too, Mary. Get home and play. Play around, play around. Make your own. Make your own brand. Okay, Kayla. And the thing is, let me just be honest, there's a lot of here's the deal. Put yourself in your customer or your hostess's shoes. When you're invited to a Facebook event, half the time people don't even look at the stinking events. Let's just be honest. But when you do look at the events, do you want to see a generic 31 Gifts Facebook banner at the top? Or how fun would it be to take your hostess's picture and put it on a Facebook event banner and say, so-and-so, Kayla's having a 12th birthday party at 31 Gifts style. Or if you're doing like a wine and cheese party, why not pull a bottle of wine picture from something online? You can even, girls, there's a million images in here. And they're $1, so they're not that expensive. You really don't want to go find it. But, I mean, here's a free glass of wine right here. That's free. The other ones show $1, but you can search for anything. There's another one. And you can change the colors on these, girls. So you can do anything you want. So that's why I'm like, to me, it makes it more personal if you're making graphics and things for like events, especially on social media. Okay. Nikki, sorry, I got distracted. Got a little hoo-ha. Yeah, you can upload from Google. The thing is, you have to be careful with Google is where those pictures are coming from. Because here's the deal, and I'm not saying you can't, but what I've learned is, here, let me show you. Let's look up, give me something to look up. I don't even know. A picture of something. I'm like, I don't know, an apple. This may be a bad idea. Apple. This was not what I was trying to show you. Let me think about this for a minute. I got to give you a good example. I got to give you a good example to make sure that you guys understand this. Okay. Let me find one. This one, for instance, I'm sure you all know this, but this is copywritten, so you can't use that, and it's marked across, so you can't anyways. Let's say you've got to figure out, like, the thing is with this is linked to somebody's website. So if you took this and put it on one of your graphics and Sarah Signs happens to see that, Sarah Signs has every right to sue you. That's why you got to be careful with some of these things, okay? So you have to figure out where it's coming from. Because here, the deal, she's made this herself and she's selling it for $18 online. Makes sense? So if you just took that graphic and then you try to claim it as your own and you tied your name onto it, somebody could come back and say, no. Yeah, it'll bring up the, yeah, thank you, Tara. So you just got to be careful with all of that. That's why I say it's much better. I mean, take this and go, oh, she leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes. Put those words into your own graphic and you can totally do that. If it's somebody that has said a quote, I'm going to give them the credit anyways, but you just have to be careful with some of that. Make sense? Makes sense. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Christy, Angie, Tara, and Mary. Any other questions? I just don't want anybody getting into trouble. That's the thing. I didn't realize. I mean, I knew it, but so many people do it, right? It's kind of one of those things where you're like, well, everybody else does it. Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's right. What am I going to put this in, girls? Sorry. Anybody have questions? It doesn't have to be about graphics. Any final questions? Okay, hold on. I got to get something for this. All right, girlies, winner of the book. This will go out by the end of the week. Who is the winner? The winner is... Actually, I don't have to mail it. Tara, I'm going to see you on Friday. So Tara gets the book. Congratulations, Miss Tara. The chapstick tubes, it's called... Yay, so exciting. Okay, 2 questions here. Let's answer them real quick. I'm thinking it's apothecary something. Hold on. Am I still screen sharing? Let me stop screen sharing. Hold on. Yay, Tara. Bulk Apothecary. Bulkapothecary.com. Let me type it in here. Bulkapothecary.com. is where I bought my chapsticks. And then Night Owl Custom Design is who did my labels. So that's where I bought mine. You can find them usually there's usually some type of discount. So yes, congratulations, Miss Tara. The Facebook group name for when you register for conference, good question, because it is called what is it called? Did I not change the name? No. Sorry, anybody help me out here? I can't remember. I'm glad. Who's going to conference? I'm super excited. Sorry, we need to stay up to date on this. Conference. I will add you. Are you going to conference? Who was that? Nikki? No, Michaela? Michaela. Okay, so I will add you because it's here. I thought I had a bookmarked, but it's gone. And I've been messing around with my groups today, so I will add you. Yes. Yay, I'm super excited. So any other questions, guys? I'm so glad you guys joined me tonight. We'll be back again next Tuesday. Can't believe it will be April. Next year, Carla, next year. Oh, thank you, Kim. Heading to National Conference Group. Yes. Heading to National Conference Group. That is the name of it. So here, I'll add you right now. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, Michaela, you are added, so you're good to go. So thanks for joining me, guys. It's 10:08. I appreciate you guys taking time. I know Tuesday nights are busy nights, but hopefully you guys learned something tonight, and I cannot wait to see what happens in April for you. So have a great night, guys. Bye. You're welcome.